Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are here to see one of the traditional question from linked list, one of the standard traditional question from the linked list, which is to reverse a linked list. This question is from lead code, question number is 206 and this is marked as easy. This is marked as easy, but the question is kind of tricky. So ensure that you are watching it with a clear mind. So let's jump into this one. As the question says, we need to reverse the linked list. Given the head of a single linked list, reverse the list. Okay, you need to reverse the list and return the reversed list. Return the reversed list, which means you need to return the reversed list starting point. Okay, after reversing the list, you will have one starting point, right? So we need to return that particular starting point to the given method. Okay, now let's see the example given. Okay, this is what the example given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you reverse them, 5 to 4, 4 to 3 will be there, 3 to 2, and 2 to 1. This is what the linked list is. So you need to return 5's address. Basically, last node address should be returned. So you need to return 5's address. This is your starting from the reverse. So we need to do this one, guys. Okay. I hope you understood the question. It's pretty simple one. So there is a possibility of empty list also. We need to make sure we are not getting any empty things. Okay. Okay. Now let's jump into this one. Let's see how we can solve this question. So let's write on the question 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, and from 4 to last thing is null. Last thing is null. So this is the linked list that have been given to us. Now we need to reverse them. Whenever you reverse this linked list, 2 is linked to obviously 1, 3 is linked to 2, 4 is linked to 3. And what one is linked to? What one is linked to, guys? What one is linked to? One is linked to null. After reversing, your first node will become last node. One is linked to what? One is linked to null. One is linked to null. Okay. I hope you understood this one. One is linked to which one? One is linked to which one? Null. Why it is linked to null? That is your first node, which becomes the last node of the linked list after reversing. So that should be, okay, that should be linked to, that should be linked to null. That should be linked to null. So this is what the thing. I hope this is clear to you people. Okay. Now let me take the same thing. Okay. I don't think this gives a proper one. Let's write this. Let's not worry on that one. So let's take 1, 1 to 2. We are taking the same example, guys. I just wrote above what we need to do. Like, just a second. Yeah. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 3 to 4. One sec. 3 to 4 and 4 to 4 to null. 4 to null. As we know, as what we know is 1 should be 2 should be linked to 1, 3 should be linked to 2, 4 should be linked. Obviously, if you take a pair of these nodes, this should be linked to this one. So what is the first thing? What is the first thing, guys? First thing is 1 should be linked to which one? Null. 1 should be linked to which one? Null. So let's say this is the current pointer. Let's take this as a C. C is nothing but current or whatever it is. Let's say this is your current pointer. Okay, this is our current node. So our current node should be linked to which one? Basically null. Okay, this is linked. Whenever you link this current to null, what happens, guys? Do you still have this link with you? No, this link is gone. Whenever this link is gone, do you have access to this part of the linked list? Do you have access to this part of the linked list? No, right? So before you link this, mark this, identify this one. Before you link this, before you link your current pointer to null, mark this as the next node. Mark this as the next node. Mark this as the next node, guys. Okay. I hope you are getting my point. We are marking this as a next node as why? Because If you remove this link, whenever this is pointed to null, whenever this is pointed to null, this link is gone. So you don't have access to the remaining list. That's why we are marking next. Okay. Now I have access. What I can do after marking n, now this is my next node to be reversed. So I will simply do once next is null. One of next is null. Okay. What I will do again, I will move my current to this place, next to this place, n to next place. So this is my current node, this is my next node. Now 2 should be linked to which one? 2 should be linked to which one, guys? 2 should be linked to node 1. But do I have this address? Do I have this address? No, I don't have this address. I don't have, you can say, oh, this is pointing, but this is moved, this is pointed by C, but this is moved to next node, no. So I don't have 2's address. So before you move from this place, before C is moving from this place, point this with the one more variable P, one more variable P. P is nothing but previous node. P is nothing but previous node. P is nothing but previous node. So let me take these steps back for you people. So before I move C to the next one, this will be marked as P, previous node. Now I will move my C to here. Now I will move my C to here. N will be moved to the next node. N will be moved to the next node. Again, I'll do the same thing. Again, I'll do the C dot next will be linked to P. C dot next is linked to P. Now this link has created. Yes or no? This link was created. Whenever this link got created, this link is deleted. This link is deleted. Now what should I do? I should move my P to here. This will be updated with P. This will be updated with C. This will be updated with N. This will be updated with N. Okay. Again, the same thing. Now C is linked to previous. C is linked to previous. C dot next is linked to P, previous node. Again, move this. Before moving C, what you need to do? Before moving C, you move P. If you are not moving P, you don't have access to previous one. After move C. After move N. After move N. Next node is null, which means we reached the end. Next node is null. Should I stop the process? Should I stop? No. Why we are not stopping? Because 4 is yet to link. 4 is yet to link to the previous one. So again do the process. C is linked to this one. After that, move your P and move your C. Okay, move your C. If you observe this one, now we reached the end. And 4 is linked to 3, 3 is linked to 2, 2 is linked to 1, 1 is linked to null. I hope you got this path. Let me draw with a black line again. 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to... I am not drawing this again newly, guys. This is already drawn. I'm just highlighting here. Okay. This is how the reverse of a linked list will work. I hope you understood this one. Let's write down the code for this. Let's write code for this. So first thing, I need 3 pointers. List node PCN. PCN. Where P is pointing to null. Empty. Initially null. We don't have any previous. So C is pointing to head. N. Okay. While C is not equal to null. Why we reach the current value is null. While the current node is null, we will do this process. What is the first thing? Mark next node. C dot next is your current. Mark or identify the next node. After that, current node's next is updated to P. Current node next is updated to P. Okay, current node next is updated to P. This one, guys. Current node is next is updated to P. Initial P value is null. Okay, initially current value is, this is your initial current value. And we are marking this as the next. So that is what we are doing. Mark the next one, update the pointer, and now move P to C, C to N, C to N. That's all. At the end, return P. Why we are returning P? If you observe in this entire array, C reached the end, N also reached the end. 4 is the my starting of the linked list, which is pointed by P. After reversing, 4 is the starting point, which is pointed by P. That's why we are returning P, guys. That's all. Let me run this one. That's all. This is what the code for reversing the linked list. I hope you understood this one. This is the code for reversing a linked list. What this will reverse function will do, it will give the starting node of the original list. We are returning the starting node of reversed list. Okay. I hope you understood this one. Thank you.